Hi, Ibu. Uh, Thanks for able to attend this interview. I understand that you were sharing with me earlier that you are 72 years old.
Yeah,
And then wow, you don't look like one. And understand that you actually were saying that last year you were actually told that you only have 3 months to live. Was that true? Maybe can you share with us who told you this?
okay. I'll be glad to. In November 2014, middle of the night, I was experiencing unbearable pain on my left hand chest. It was so painful. I cried like a small kid, and it moved from left to the middle, to the center, to my shoulder, back and moved back, and it was doing the whole thing all the time like that. It was really, really inexplicable pain. There's no word can describe. And it's also very excruciating until I couldn't stand it, and I rushed to the hospital, Changi General Hospital. I was attended by 4 doctors, and they said they are from the heart team. They checked me up. The nurse gave me a lot of, they put all the wires on my body. They took the blood. They put wire for ECG. They did ultrasound. They give me X-ray. They inject. Say, I asked what was that. They said, "See with the camera, just to find out what's going on." And I cried, and I was asking the doctor to help me erase my pain. I couldn't bear it. I said, and they said, "We are doing our best. We're doing our best." They said, and for quite some time they did that. They got all the things done, but I noticed that all the 4 doctors' face was so worried, and I don't think it's a good sign for me because I can read body language. And then I said, "Doctor, what happened to me? Am I going to die?" And then they did not answer me, but one doctor went out and came back again, and I can hear he was saying, "Yeah, he's coming." I said, "Who is coming?" My heart was coming, just crying. And less than an hour, there was one more senior gentleman came and smiled at me and shook hand, and I asked him. I was introduced that he is the specialist. He's the best heart surgeon in the area, in Asia. I said, "Oh my God, if these 4 doctors can handle me and they have to ask for the most senior one, if something very bad happened to me." I cried and I asked the doctor, "Doctor, can you please help me erase my pain, doctor?" And the doctor said, "Yeah, we're going to do that." And I said, "Doctor, am I going to die?" And he was asking all the rest of the doctors to get him all the review, all the computer result, all the test result and everything. And then he put his, the one that he put here, I think we call it stethoscope, and they checked the pulse. And he looked at me and looked at the other 4 doctors, and they whispered to each other. And I said, "Doctor, what's going on? What's going on?" I said, "Am I going to die, doctor?" I keep on asking the questions. And he said, we need to operate you tonight." I said, "What really happened to me, doctor?" And he said, "Your heart valve is already open severely, and your blood is overflowing." I said, "No wonder I can hear, your ear is here and it's so close. So I can hear softly giggling, like, I can hear that." And he said, "We need to operate you." I said, "Doctor, I'm scared. Can you do something else? Do something else without cutting me." Because in my mind, when you operate, that means they're going to cut you. So I was so very scared. And then he was saying, "We need to operate you now." I said, "Is that a minor or major operation, doctor?" And he said, "That's a major operation. It's a bypass. But you don't worry," he said. of people. We help a lot of patients, and they're fine. You know, doctor trying to cool you down, trying to erase your worries and concern, and when you're frightened, you know. So I said, doctor, I have no family in Singapore. My children's all over the places. My husband passed away. I live alone. And he said, I said, doctor, can you postpone it? Because I need to tell my children. And he said, can you ask them to come? I said, no, they are far away. They are not here. They're in different planet. They're in Washington, in Los Angeles, in Jakarta, in Bandung, and in Melbourne. You know, the one in Singapore, now he was on duty to Kuala Lumpur, so I have no one, doctor. And I said, how long can I stay, doctor, with this? You say it's severe. So we only have 3 months. Only 3 months. So they admitted me into the emergency ward, and they kept me there for 1 week. All the while I stayed there, they give me all kind of medicine, like antibiotics, painkiller, Panadol, all kinds, every day, every morning and night. And I couldn't sleep because every few minutes, as nurse coming, and I say, ma'am, doctor is coming to check you up. And another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I was just about to fall asleep, and he said, ma'am, your medicine, or ma'am, take blood and all everything. For 1 whole week, I become like skinny. If I can find the picture while I was there, which is not look like what healthy face like now, I will share with you.
Sure.
So, okay? And so I stayed in the hospital for 1 week, and the pain never gone. Though they give me all kinds of...
So they didn't operate you immediately?
No, because I said...
You requested for it?
Yeah, I requested. I said, I was hoping that maybe with all this medicine...
You don't have to operate?
Yeah, I was hoping so. Then I would be able to avoid that knife. And I called my children, and I have conference on the phone, and my children said, Mommy, don't worry, you're so highly educated, you know that the modern technology, in medical system, so you don't worry about that. In my heart, yes, you say don't worry, but I'm the one who's going to be under the knife, you know, so painful. So 1 week there, I was discharged, but the pain never discharged. It's still there. At that time, I was already attending many times a talk of Jeunesse. I was invited to come and listen to product knowledge, listen to business, compensation plan, everything about the company. But I haven't signed. Why I haven't signed? Because everything to me is too good to be true.
You heard about Jeunesse already?
Yeah, no, I attended.
You attended every talk?
But not signed yet. Every time I attended, I was slowly, not convinced, but slowly understand that this is a very good organization, a very good company, a very good product, but I was not really fully convinced yet. And then,
so what happened?
Until when I was, of course, I belonged to one team here before, and I told them that I was in a hospital, and I told them about my problems. So my team was praying for me, and when I came back, I went back home. The next day, I came to this place, to Jeunesse office, and there was a talk that night, and the leader and our nutritionist told me, he said, don't worry, Ibu Ani, don't cry. We will pray for you, but let me tell you this. We have a product here, it's called Reserve, which is in a form of gel, and it's fruit-based. He said it will help a lot because it has the ability to correct your cardiovascular, because my problem is cardiovascular. And he said we have AM, PM, and we have the Infinity. If you take all the three, we really hope that you will experience the same thing like other people that we have been helped. They don't have to go through the operation. I said, what? I don't have to go to operation? But it's very painful. The doctor said I can only live for 3 months. So he said, you try. We never know if you don't try. So I went to one corner and I'm fighting inside here. This one say, don't worry. There is a lot of testimony, a lot of proof. And this one is the best heart surgeon in Asia. Say, I can only live for 3 months. Which is wish. This sounds too good to be true. And I went back, I was fighting hard in my mind. But because I was so scared to be cut, I said, okay, Brian, can you give me those products?
So you bought
I bought all the
set.
3, and I went back. I was so kanchong. I want to try that very night, and I picked it up. I took all the 3 that night.
How many packets of reserve do you take?
In less than 3 months, I only have 3 packets reserve.
3 packets of
3
reserve
boxes.
only. Oh, 3 boxes of reserve.
3 boxes.
For 3 months. That means 1 box
Less
1
than
month.
3 months.
Less than 3 months.
Yeah. Okay, because I took more.
Yeah.
The first month, I took 2 in the morning, 2 at night.
2 in the morning.
But Affinity, I followed 2 and 2.
True.
AM, PM also 2
True.
and 2.
2. Yeah.
Believe it or not, as a good Muslim, I swear to Allah, that night I went back, I took everything. Before I couldn't sleep because I was disturbed by the pain. I was enduring the pain, I couldn't sleep. That night I sleep like a baby. I was really, really restful. And the next morning, the pain is gone. Alhamdulillah, I thank Allah for that.
Right.
So God get me back, erase my pain through this wonderful product.
Right. And how long was this event that you say about this heart issue? When was that?
That was November last year.
September. That was easily
November.
3 months plus. November last year.
Not last year, November 2014.
2014. That was 1.5 years ago. 1 year plus.
So, and then 2015, I have
It's
to
already
go
1 year.
back in March.
Right.
In March, the first week of March is the deadline of my operation day.
Right.
Yeah. So I took that. The next morning, I was so fresh. The pain was gone.
Right.
I feel very energetic and very alert.
Right.
I was so very happy, but I keep on taking it. And on Thursday, we have to come back here because there's a talk in the big conference room.
Right.
And I told them, and all of my team was like crying, and said, oh, thank our praise were answered by God.
Yeah.
So you don't have the pain anymore, Ibu Ani? I said, not at all.
Right.
No pain, I sleep well, and I'm more energetic. So 1 week before the third month, I went back
To see the doctor.
And I went to see, I registered, they sent me to the the machine,
Yes.
so one cardiologist attended me. I was hoping that they will say, oh, you're fine, like what they told me, the leader and the nutritionist. And this nutritionist have been doing a lot of big research with some of the world's best nutritionist scientists in America, and he is your own people here, Mr. Brian Chu. Okay, so he was the one who was so confident that everything is going to be all right, because we've seen that product works on other people. So I went back to the hospital, and a cardiologist attended me, put all the wire in me, and check it out. So I was hoping, I was really high hope that she's going to tell me that you are fine.
And how was it? How was the result?
You know what happened? I was to my biggest disappointment, he said, I'm sorry, ma'am, you're still there. You still have that problem.
Right.
And I said, are you sure? But I feel healthy. I don't feel pain anymore. And you see, I can run fast. I said, yeah, but look at this. So I said, it cannot be. And I went to sit in one corner after they took all the wire. And I said, sometimes human being can make error. Sometimes machine also made error.
Right.
So who's gonna answer me? The only
Redo a
then I tell
test?
myself, the only person who can answer me is Dr. Liu, my doctor who told me that I can only live 3 months.
Yeah.
So I asked this girl, the staff nurse, I said, can you please get me my doctor? He told me that I can only live for 3 months.
Right.
I said, let me check. Oh no, ma'am, you cannot. Your operation date is not now. Your operation date is very tight. I said, why I came here today? Because I'm going to do pilgrimage, Hajj.
Right.
And when we do Hajj, I said, you have to go up in the high altitude in the plane.
Right.
I want to know whether I'm fit to do that.
Right.
And when we are in Saudi Arabia doing that religious
Right.
pilgrimage, millions of people, it's very tough whether
Right.
I'm fit also to do that.
Right.
The only person that can answer me is my doctor.
Yeah.
So can you get me my doctor, please?
Right.
He said, I cannot do that. Your operation date is not now.
Right.
I said, and also my boss is very busy. I
Right.
said, he's very busy. If he's very busy, you're gonna be busy taking care of me here until tomorrow morning until you bring my doctor here.
Right.
He said, do you know why I'm so serious? Because it's my body, my health, my
Right.
life.
Right.
And I pay everything already for my Hajj,
Right.
for the package. So I was really that serious, and I said, I'm not going anywhere, and you're not going anywhere if you don't get me my doctor.
Yeah.
Because I need his professional advice.
Right.
So reluctantly, she stood up and went out and make a phone call. She come back, she still said, no, she cannot, he's busy.
Yeah.
But I think instead he called the other doctor who attended me almost 3 months ago. 4 doctors came back to me because they know my history. He came back and he checked me up again because I was telling, I said, the machine says so, and I don't feel so. So they start putting everything, ultrasound, ECG, X-ray, they even asked me to go for treadmill to see whether my heart is strong enough because I keep on claiming that I'm healthy.
Yeah.
I keep on claiming I don't feel pain. So they want to check treadmill to see, and they put the wire while I was on treadmill and
Right.
to see whether my
Are you really
heart
that
can-
healthy?
Yeah, I'm really strong enough. So after the whole thing, I said, so how is it, doctor? I was hoping high again because I know this is just a staff, this is just a machine, but this one are all the doctor, and they are heart team doctor.
Right.
You know, to my disappointment, they also said, you still have, there are still area that.
Yeah.
I said, doctor, I want Dr. Liu now, please. Can you please ask him to come or bring me to him? I said, I need to have his personal professional advisor because he was the one who told me in front of all of you.
Yeah.
I cannot delay my pilgrimage, or otherwise I said, I will sue the hospital. I will ask them to pay for my pilgrimage if you do not let me have the doctor.
Right.
He said, Madam, cannot because our boss is very busy. I said, yes, you say very busy. She said very busy. All of you is going to be busy to look after me here until tomorrow morning. I'm not going home at all. I said, doctor, do you know that it's about my life, my health, my body.
Right.
And then so, because I don't want to move, I don't want to go back. And again, all doctors, when I see the patient, they're smiling at you. To my knowledge, Dr. Liu is only 3 rooms away from my place, but I keep telling me not to see him. So he asked for all the review from all these 4 doctors, get all the computer report and ECG and X-ray and treadmill report, and he started putting the stethoscope again on my chest twice. When almost 3 months ago, I can see all the face.
Yeah.
I was so worried.
Yeah.
These 4 doctors still worried because they say the report is such. It's not satisfactory. When he get all that, he studied and he checked and he put the stethoscope on my chest.
Right.
His smile is up to the ears.
Right.
Look at me and took my hand and he said, Ibu Ani, congratulations, you're one hell of a healthy lady.
You are one?
One hell of a healthy lady.
Right.
My tears dropped all down here, pour down. I just couldn't believe what I heard. And I pinched myself to make sure that I didn't hear wrongly. And it was pain, so I heard it correctly.
But did you ask him why did the previous doctor say you are not?
Yeah, I didn't ask anymore.
Right.
I just said, when the doctor, before he came, I didn't ask that. But before this professional came, I talked to this doctor. I said, Doctor, who is lying? Are you guys lying or this machine lying?
Yeah.
Why the result is not the same?
Yeah.
They say you modern technology.
Right.
I said, I want Dr. Liu. I want it now. So, but I didn't ask this question because I was so happy.
Right.
I was so happy that she said, I'm one of the healthy lady.
Yeah.
So I said, Doctor, you mean I don't have to go for operation? He said, you better come and see me again in 6 months' time, just follow up.
Right.
So he gave me the
Follow
report.
up letter.
He gave me all that things that he have to
Right.
certify, and I'm okay, you know.
Right.
So Alhamdulillah, I thank God. I want everyone to know, to share my experience, that beside God, beside praying,
Yeah.
there is other things that call nutrition.
Yes.
That is really wonderful,
Right.
powerful, and it really helps. I don't have to go for the operation anymore.
Right.
That is one benefit. Why? Because it has the ability to correct the cardiovascular. The second benefit of me, I was a journalist. I read a lot, and it affects my eyesight. I wear glasses for 32 years. After having all these products, I say goodbye now. After using it, it's only 3 months. I can read now, you give me Thomas, even the smallest, the teeny weeniest letters, I can read it. Why? In reserve, there is the ability to correct your vision.
Right.
And I'm using the cleanser
Right.
as a shampoo
Right.
and nutrition. At 72 years, I have a lot of gray hair, now starting to become blackish.
Right.
We have many. One of my friend in my previous team, Anthony Yang, the one who always also in the
Right.
stage. He's a little bit bald, and slowly come out the what you call that?
White hair. Black hair.
No. The hair
Yeah.
is almost bald. Behind, all the white hair become black. He didn't believe it because he didn't see behind.
Right.
So we took picture for him and said, you are generation young. I said, you become so young now because of this product.
Right.
And you know what happened? He has already blackish hair and such. So half an inch.
And so, how about
Why?
this? Yeah.
Because in that product, and plus the reserve that she consumed, it has, and myself also, it has the ability of growth factor.
Right.
So it's all there. I have full confidence in this product.
Sure. And maybe you can share with us, after the 6 months, when you go for the review, what did the doctor say?
I haven't gone back.
Oh, haven't gone back yet? No?
I'm going to. Yeah.
Okay, that would be good.
Yeah.
But it was so wonderful to hear your testimony.
Well, I'm very, very happy to share because to me, I believe this is not just because of the business, it's
Yeah.
because we help other fellow human beings. So I took this.
This is the one, yeah?
Yeah, this is the one help. I thank God for that.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for the sharing.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.